So how did your TikTok kind of like entrance into breaking the fourth wall in celebrity world, which started with Justin Bieber, like how did that happen? What was leading up to that?
Um, so the Justin Bieber one was the first one, and that was just me saying, "Oh wow!" Like you could just type in his password to Twitter, and you could, I mean, his account name or anybody's account name for that matter to social media, and you could just guess their password, and it'll say, wrong password. And so I was just like, it made me laugh, and I was like, damn. And so I went to there's this company, Mischief. They actually made the Little Nas Satan shoes and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
they invited me for a content idea day or whatever, where we just kind of come up with ideas. And I pitched this idea. I was like, I thought about it'd be funny if we just tried to start a movement where everybody guesses Justin Bieber's password. And they were like, it's kind of funny. And then they didn't really use it. I was like, well, I think it's funny. So I went home, made that TikTok, did well. And then I made the follow-up because I realized on Instagram you could mark it as unread, a message. So I made it look like he messaged me. That did like 7 million views. And then I
When you say
realized
you made people realize it was unread, how are you doing that?
you just DM him and then you mark it as unread. If you have a business profile,
Okay.
you can mark it as unread and it looks like he sent it to you.
Got it.
So I did that, and then I realized on Instagram, because actually through Gary Vee, like a month prior, I was trying to get him to hire me. Actually, I realized it through Alexis Ren, who's like a model.
Yeah.
I met her in person. I took a photo with her, and I tagged her. And I was like, oh shit, I'm at the top of her tagged photos. And then after a little while, it started to go down because everybody else is tagging her. So then I edited the photo, untagged her, tagged her again, and put me back at the top. And in the caption, I said, "Oh, we should get sushi sometime." Total Hail Mary pass.
Yeah.
No shot in the world she's going to say yes, and she didn't ever say it. But I still tagged her and untagged her a few times just in case. Did not work, obviously. And
So when
then
you say at the top, this is like at the top of her tagged photos. When she goes and sees her tagged
yeah,
photos, she'll go see. So you can appear in someone's tagged photos by untagging and tagging yourself. You'll just go to the most recent.
right. So sometimes you'll even notice I'm not the only guy that's realized it, because if you go to like famous people that like their social medias, like some people's tagged photos, it'll say like March or February. It's like, why is this one at the top? They're doing what I'm doing, evidently. But so then I made a TikTok just talking about how it was funny that I did that to Billie Eilish, because I was like, I just remembered. I was like, oh, people like the social media hack stuff. And I remembered this little Instagram hack that I learned through Alexis Ren. So I was like, well, I'm going to just tag Billie Eilish in this old photo of me. And I kept doing it all day, made a TikTok about it. And people were like, oh, he's still there. He's still doing it. That's funny. But then somebody started helping me. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just like tell people about this now because this is funny.
Started
And then
helping you just like a stranger that saw it,
yeah,
and
it was a
he just took it
13-year-old
upon
kid.
himself. Okay.
Yeah, he like screenshotted it. He started tagging and untagging, and he did a bunch of photos. And so I started talking about that on TikTok, and then it just snowballed organically. And then everybody was helping me, and then I was like, all right, I'll make this like a series with a cause or whatever. And again, it's making me laugh because at the time it felt like TikTok was more kids, and I'm just like having them do my bidding. So was like, oh, you guys got to do this. And then, yeah, it snowballed. Billie Eilish fan pages were pissed. And I realized, oh, she's too proud of her brand to really acknowledge this. I don't know where she would say hello or anything like that. Switched to David Dobrik. And he said sup after like 2 videos. And then I was going to stop it there because I was like, I don't want to do like Teletubby stuff forever. I don't want to be the damn Daniel Shoes kid, but in Teletubby form.
Yeah, and
So
just for listeners, you were tagging the a photo of you with a purple Teletubby suit, and that's what was showing up in their most recent mentions. And in the David Dobrik video, he was pulling up his feed, and it was just like dozens of pictures of you in a purple Teletubby suit.
yeah,
And that was the reaction video.
Yeah, he like acknowledged it, and then it's kind of anxiety inducing because I was like, oh shit, like David Dobrik might hate me. And then he said, sup. I was like, okay, I'm done with this. And then but then all these kids are like, who's next? Who's next? And I was like, oh shit, like I don't want to keep doing this. And I was like, all right, well, somebody DM me like, hey, this kid has cancer. He'd love to be on Ellen. Could you help him out somehow? And I was like, all right, this seems like a good third one. Like, doesn't have to be about me. It'll do a good thing for this kid. It'll make his week. And so I did that one. And then Ellen, she didn't invite him to the show like we had hoped, but she tweeted about him. And so in my mind, it might have just been her like we got to do something. Like her producers was like, we got to do something about this kid. Let's tweet. Like somebody tweeted it for her. Who knows? Especially all that shit came out about her later. But it worked. And I was like, sick. Like now I'm going to end it there.
So Ellen tweeted about this kid?
Yeah. She said, Eric Erdman, I see what you're doing. And I think it's awesome or something like that.
Okay.
And, you know, it's not what he wanted. It's not what we wanted. But it was something.
Yeah.
It's not like I could strong arm her to putting him on the show. Like that'll never work.
I mean, you're also going after the top of the top shelf of celebrities, and you have a pretty good hit rate and response. You've gone after Justin Bieber, David Dobrik, Billie Eilish, Ellen DeGeneres, and so Ellen and David Dobrik responded to you. Actually put content out there acknowledging it. That's way better than most people that try to get celebrities to respond to them. And yeah.
And that's what was cool to me is just like, because they seem like these mysterious forces in the sky. It's like Ellen or David Dobrik or Justin Bieber, like these untouchable, like, oh, wow, I wish I could be them. Like celebrity in general, it just seems like this mythical. And then you like, you know, tag them in some photos and piss them off. And they're like, you know, you could kind of, I mean, it's like being a mosquito, I guess. Like they kind of swat at you and they're not like stoked that you're there, but it made everybody else laugh. And it's like, look, these people are just as real as you and me. You know, if you buzz in their ear a little bit, they'll respond. So, yeah, it was cool. And I wanted to stop it there for sure. I don't want my whole shtick to be pissing off celebrities, but yeah, they're out there. They're real.
I mean, that's a good podcast right there, pissing off celebrities, and you have a different one every week that you've pissed off to kind of recap how you broke the fourth wall into their celebrity life, and then you have a conversation with them, and then you're friends, and you're expanding your network. You're pissing celebrities off and making more money at the same time.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, there's lucrative ways to take it. I just I don't know. And then I got a job and shit like that. And so like I started doing less TikTok and then I got a big following too. And so once I had the big following, I'm like it's harder to experiment with videos. Like, cause you know, at one time I'm just like doing camera to the face, like, oh, let's see what makes me laugh today, post and see how it does. But it's harder to do that when there's like, you know, guaranteed 5,000, 10,000 views. It's like, oh shit. Like I don't want them to all, you know, see me flop. So like, that's the one thing with stand up. It's like, you go to a room of 10 people, try a joke and it fails. It's like, whatever. Mm-hmm. But with the internet comedy, it's like, okay, well, how do you experiment beyond just sending it to your friends? When you have a following, it's like, unless you make a new TikTok, like you kind of lose that freedom.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. As a reminder, you can become a premium subscriber today. Watch the full uncut 2+ hour episodes of the AUXORO podcast, plus gain access to 2 bonus episodes every month at auxoro.supercast.tech. Link is also in the description. Thank you so much for supporting quality content from independent creators like myself. Cheers.